June 1940 defeat in France. August 1944, following the British evacuation from France, that would be at Dunkirk, Hitler believed Britain could be persuaded to negotiate. No, that didn't happen. This is a German World War I triplane. Okay, we think this was used for training by the Army for World War II. Bristol Blenheim. Obviously, World War II. I wouldn't like to be up there in a dogfight. Plane. These are Fokkers. F-O-K-K-E-R. That was painted pretty fancy. Evidently, pilots were able to choose their own color schemes. However, this doesn't look likely for World War II. This is a Hawker Fury 1, the first fighter in the RAF to exceed 200 miles an hour. Well known during the 1930s for displays of precision aerobatics. This is some sort of helicopter, and it looks like it's got retractable wings up on top. This particular helicopter saw service on the HMS Endurance during the Falklands War. Shows how the wings fold up to be on an aircraft carrier. Example of a plane with its wings folded up. This is a Hawker Seahawk. This is a Royal Navy helicopter. That is really big. Gun used before and throughout the First World War. This is a German one-man submarine. Historic Duxford, World War I and World War II. RAF Duxford. It was built during the end of the First World War. Its role was to train pilots. Wars, they didn't think there was going to be another war. It was a flying club. Second World War, it got put back into military action. United States Army Air Force Station 357 took over the airfield in 1944. They faced a new threat in the Cold War, nuclear bombers from the Soviet Union. Here's an office from during World War II. Imperial War Museum began using Duxford as a store for its large objects in 1971. 10 years after the Royal Air Force base here at Duxford closed. They got a nifty playground here for the kids. They even have a couple of zip lines if they still have any energy left or they got bored. This little guy here is Air Commodore William de Groot. He lived at Duxford in 1942 after being adopted by the 609 Squadron. One of his best friends was the pilot, Peter Roth. William was very special and had rings painted on his horns that showed his high rank of Air Commodore. He even flew in an airplane. He sometimes got in trouble and would escape go looking for adventure and ate things he was not supposed to, like important documents. These are World War I.
Yeah. Then
This is a
Sunderland flying boat.
crew of 10 or 12, and here's a bomber out here.
They used to drop depth charges on the German U-boats.
Oh, they dropped depth charges on the U-boats. RAF Tornado. It was just recently they quit using them, took them out of service.
That had the same engines as Concorde.
Ah, the same engine as a Concorde. The nose of the Concorde. Look at this thing, the nose would dip down. This is the other side of the Lightning fighter. Under the Concorde, I've walked through one, but I'm not going up that flight of stairs. This is a Harrier, vertical takeoff and land. They have here flew the highest and the fastest of any. How many Concordes were there?
There was 12, I think. 12, 14.
This was an early spy plane. What did you call it?
It's a TSR-2.
Oh, well, I see. It's a Vulcan bomber. And there's some bombs.
Nuclear bomber. It's the B-52.
This is the bomb bay. Put the bomb in here and these flaps open up and away she goes. Victor, which was a nuclear
bomber and an air-to-air tanker.
And an air-to-air tanker. You get one plane next to the other plane and refuel. Royal Navy Harrier. Hawker Hunter. They used to fly from here at Duxford. Another helicopter. You won't miss that one. Another one. Look at the size. MiG-21. I know MiGs as being Russian. Of course, Hungary was under their control. So bombers dropped bombs in Germany. There we go. Lancaster.
Yeah, that done all the night missions.
Bombs in this on this Harrier. That's where the wheel goes back inside. They used this in World War II to pick up guys and evacuate them from wherever they ended up.
Yeah, used to.
You know, another plane I've heard of. Was a highly versatile, primarily wood-constructed, multi-role aircraft. Its top speeds exceeded 400 miles per hour. Javelin.
A test pilot's colour scheme.
Ah. So he was a test pilot. All the plane?
Which one are we looking at? The
black
far
one.
That's the Swordfish.
Swordfish.
That took part in the sinking of the
Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Yeah, there's